Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Lynx and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This episode we have a large rocket and we're on the way to Hydrus to plant a flag and splash into its oceans. Let's go. So as you can probably see from this rocket, I have unlocked the large parts. Are they like 3.75 meter tanks, I believe, and the mammoth engine. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get enough science, enough money to start unlocking the Lua base, finish off the Kerbal Space Center here, and my rocket is tipping a little bit too much. I'm not a fan of that. Whew. I was almost beyond the point of no return there. I was holding down A as hard as I could. But yeah, so inside here we've got a plane. This plane is going to be descending down into Hydrus' atmosphere. The task for it is to splash down into Hydrus' oceans. The mission is actually to land on Hydron and plant a flag. I believe we've got the contracts here. We have to plant the flag on Hydron, which is Hydrus' moon, and we have to splash down into Hydrus. Just to suffer. So, yeah, we're going back to Hydrus, everyone. And then I think it's about time we open this bad boy up. There we are. We've got the plane in here. It's quite difficult to see because where the sun is. Here we go, here's the plane. This is going to go down, it's going to come back up, it's going to refuel with this, which is going to remain in orbit because I have these parts here with no transfer possible. So it's got like an emergency fuel reserve, which it's going to use. Then it's going to go over to Hydron, or it'll do it in the other order, but I'm not sure which. I've not decided yet. Oh, we've almost got an orbit. Oh. Hey, there we are, orbit of road, and we still have some fuel left. We have about 1,000 meters per second in this engine, and that alone will get us an encounter with Hydrus, which is really good. Here we are, burning towards Hydrus now. There's a fairly significant inclination change. Not only that, but I messed up the maneuver node. I waited way too late, so I'm not sure what the encounter is going to be like. It might be a little bit more interesting. I'm just doing my inclination change, and I've just realised this rocket is still massive. Like, granted, there's only about 168 meters per second in that stage, but this is still a massive rocket. There we go, that's a Hydrus encounter, and up it goes. This is actually looking pretty good. Now then, what I'm going to do when I get to Hydrus is called a pro gamer move. I'm going to use its atmosphere to slow me down. Now, normally this would be absolutely fine, but Hydrus' atmosphere is a little bit of an anomaly. It's very, very thick, all the way up to 50,000 kilometers. So I don't know how this is going to go. Now, it's quite difficult to burn up in Hydrus' atmosphere unless you are really going for it. But it can either slow you down not enough or too much, and I don't know which one I prefer. I'm estimating that a drop to 39 kilometers will be alright, but I still don't know. Anyway, we'll quick save and we'll see how it goes, shall we? Here we go, we're about to hit Hydrus. There's quite a lot of tiling on those clouds, I've just realised. Oops. It's so wavy, it just goes, ooh. Oh, this isn't looking so good. I mean, it makes for some nice cinematics, but I'm going a little bit too fast. The real problem is I'm going to be going too slow at the end of this. But I'm going a bit too fast through too much of the atmosphere. You can see, oh my. The gyroscopes on the outside of here are causing a massive amount of drag, but that's a nice sunrise. That looks pretty cool, let's be honest. That looks pretty cool. Oh, we're approaching periapsis, and I am slowing down a little bit. I think I might face radial out a little bit, just try and slow myself down a little bit more than I am at the moment, because that's the reason why I'm here in the first place, just to get an encounter at least. Good thing is, I am on my way up again, so hopefully I've got myself a capture. What I don't want to happen is I don't want to be landing on Hydrus, because this station here, it's going to be staying in orbit and I need it. But yeah, I need this bit just so that I can refuel the plane. The plane's the one that's going to be doing the landing and all that. I'm so glad that this didn't burn up, and I believe we have a capture. Almost. There we go. I'll be honest, that could have gone better, but we are now out of the atmosphere. There we are. And it looks like I'll actually end up getting a Hydron encounter to begin with just by doing this anyway. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that sure does look like a lot of encounters. It's messing up. And the good thing is there's still 40 meters per second of delta V left in this stage, and I was expecting to ditch this as soon as I'd gotten into orbit anyway. So I'm doing pretty good in terms of efficiency right now. And there it goes. Very nice separation, and this is going to be this is the most expensive part of the craft, and unfortunately we're leaving it all the way over here on Hydrus. Welcome to Hydron. After getting an encounter with it, I've decided, you know what, I am very close to hitting its mountains. Now I do want to land in this flat spot over here. Now the contract is to plant a flag on it, and I can quick save, decouple that, and I'm controlling it from here. Fantastic. Brilliant. Here we are, this is our landing spot over here. Hopefully the station's intact. And it does, it looks really flat. Very nice. There we are, we're about to get a nice soft touchdown. Now this could be difficult to hold. Oh, 0.2. Now then, I have an issue. If I get out, this will fall over. So what I'm going to have to do is innovate a little bit. That's what they say, right? Now then, if I can get my pivot point over here. I'm not going to quick save, I'm not risking it. However, I think I'm just going to roll it over because its roll rate is really good. So I'm just going to roll it over, kick it up using the wings, and that'll be fine. And since I've crushed like this, I can't pilot. And go, 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 go. What a ship, what a ship. And it should be just up there. There it is, there it is. Alright, we're getting closer. Oh, oh. Right, we're lined up. Nice and easy. And docked. Perfect. Now all I gotta do is make sure I do this quickly. I need to quick save. I need to undock. Oh, I am control locked. That's not good. Right, I've got to do this manually. Oh, right. With no SAS, I have to get back up into orbit. There we go, 51,000 meters. And let's begin the long journey down. Now, 2,000 meters per second of delta V to spare. This will decrease the further into the atmosphere I get. Wish me a luck, my dudes. Hydra's plane isn't real. It can't hurt you. Why do I have less fuel? Oh. The other stage was using this. Oh, well, we're going to have to do this on less fuel then. Rest in peace. This isn't going to be good. Right, I need to pump this to the front to make sure that my center of lift is alright. This kind of went a little bit wrong. Now I've got two sets of parachutes. One set was going to be for Hydrus. The other set was going to be for road, which is good because I'm not using any fuel on the way down. It's purely the fuel for the way up. Okay, we're definitely landing in the ocean, that's for sure. The problem is, yeah, the fuel. That's really annoying. That's not good. Uh-oh. My frame rate's starting to tank a little bit, but that's probably because Premiere and After Effects are open at the same time. I got halfway through recording this and I was like, you know what, it's time to edit, and edit I shall. And I realised, oh, that's going to be using pretty much all my CPU right now, so I apologise for the tanky frame rate. It shouldn't be too bad. It's getting very foggy. Now then, these parachutes are going to deploy first. Now then, this is flying like a good plane. I'm able to steer this quite well, and a Hydra's plane, you see? Hydra's plane. This is working really well as a plane, and there are some floating islands, and beautiful as they are, I feel like this craft will not make it off Hydra's. Now the good thing is I can still try. If I'm not able to get the craft off of Hydra's, I can just use the parachutes and land again. But without further ado, the parachutes didn't... There we go. Okay, right, it's time to land on Hydra's. I don't really want to use that much fuel, but I need to make sure the engine doesn't explode. Alright, there we are. We are in Hydra's. At least I'm getting some science. What a place, you know. There's some floating islands out there. As magical as a place like this is, I have 1,500 delta V left. Oh, it started to tip. That's not good. I need to face completely out. The slower I go, the less drag I have. Because of how thick Hydra's atmosphere is and how high it goes, you need to make sure your gravity turn is really late. Now, the orbital velocity for Hydra's is around 600 meters per second. As I get higher and higher, this engine becomes slightly more efficient, but I'm not even 10,000 meters up, and my delta V is vastly draining. 1,000 meters per second left, and I'm not even halfway through the atmosphere. This is getting very close. As soon as, this is getting really close, 800 meters per second, but as soon as I get out of the atmosphere, I am full throttle prograde just to meet with this station. This is like the Martian. This is like, I'm gonna have to get out. I can actually get the Kerbal out, take all the experiments and EVA into orbit, but this is gonna be close. My apoap's 64,000 and the drag is gonna really slow me down, but I think this can be done. And I'm out. Can I get into orbit? That's the question. Can I do it? I'm about to meet with the station, that's all I need. I can just take the experiments and EVA and go to the station. Alright, we're gonna wait there. 153 meters per second, but my target velocity is awful. Alright, how long do I have until then? Not long. Right, okay. I got this. I know what to do. I'm just gonna EVA. I need to get out. I need to take the experiments, all the data, everything. Take data. I need to get back in. Okay, go, 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 go. Target SES on, and this is closest approach. Out of fuel, and we gotta go after it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Go, 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 go. Kill the velocity with the target. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. I need a pilot on board that, and I need to dock with the plane. I need to make sure the plane stays up there. There it is, the Hydra's plane. Separation of 1.7 kilometers. There it is. I see it. And the Hydra's plane should still be there. Alright. I'm not going to be able to reach that. That's gone back into the atmosphere. That is a shame. Cutting it way too close there. That is a shame. I have no parachutes on this. I just need to get back into orbit of road. I'm going to have to rendezvous with the station. And I can unlock this tank, which gives me 4,000 Delta V. Oh, if only I'd not messed up the Delta V on the plane. Oh, that is awful. That is awful. And on this sad day, we have an encounter back with road. It would have been nice to recover the plane, but unfortunately, I messed up the Delta V. Well, I messed up the fuel, actually. I forgot to lock the fuel so that this ship wouldn't use it all. But it's fine. We have the experiments, we have the money from the contracts, which should recover the cost of the plane, but unfortunately we lost the plane, and it's landed on Hydrus and crashed forever. Oh my lord, I doubt anyone has ever seen anything quite so bad as this in their own playthrough, but if you have, oh dear. I'm actually really happy that we even have the station to begin with, to actually be able to rendezvous with, to give the experiments over, to study in the lab at least. It's just awful that we lost the plane, unfortunately, but, you know, something went wrong, you know, and that's not very, that doesn't happen very often. It's quite interesting. Hopefully you all like the drama from that, but, you know, I don't think I actually have room for me to actually dock with it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think my 2.5 meter crew cabin and all the stuff attached can actually fit to that. But with that being said, I do have spare compartments and stuff, so I can just ditch my crew in it and just ditch this next to the side of the station for a while. Right, so this thing here is the return stage to road. Pilot and this can go back and deliver their experiments either to the station or to road over there. Road's looking very nice over there. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Kerbal Space Program. If you liked that, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.